Alright, and here is the video review for Power of the Primes Deluxe Wave 2 Sludge. If you watched the Blackwing video, you'd know that my friend Michael found these at his Walmart up about 45 minutes away from here. Actually, it's probably closer to an hour and 20 minutes away from here, from where I'm at right now. I went out, I hit 6 Walmarts today, did not find them. But he went back, and it turns out that the three of us who were all in contact with each other looking for these things all wanted exactly the right amount, that we all got exactly what we wanted out of the case. I got 2 dinosaurs in Blackwing. My friend Scott got both the dinosaurs, Ripper Snapper and Moonracer, and Michael got the Ripper Snapper that he wanted. It all worked out great. Now, I do want to get a Ripper Snapper eventually, but he wasn't my buy-on-site type of thing. However, I will say after playing with Michael's Ripper Snapper, he's higher. The Terrorcons are higher up on my want list because he's actually pretty cool. But yeah, here is Sludge. He comes with, as always, his manual and his card. And his card was Alchemist Sludge, who instantly knows the pressure required to flatten Decepticons. I feel like that's an important skill. Like I mentioned in Blackwing, I have all the Prime Masters for the figures I got today. They're not figures that have yet to come out, so we can just pop off his little clear panel here. We can take Alchemist Prime out of his little case here. Let's see if he fits any better than... Yeah, see, he fits in securely. He's not falling out. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's an issue with Blackwing's hand piece or... Liege Maximo has not had problems fitting in other things, so I'm assuming there's just something loose in Blackwing's handpiece. So there's Sludge channeling the power of Alchemist Prime to exactly know the pressure needed to flatten Decepticons. We'll go ahead and pop the Prime Armor off. Here's his gun, and one of the things you'll notice about Sludge, especially as we get into the transformation, is that he actually is pretty much a remold of Slug. He's got the same base transformation scheme, and like all the parts are new, I think. Maybe the legs and the tail, maybe the tail's the same, but like most of the parts are different, but it's the exact same engineering, exactly the same, to the point. And this is sadly the part of this that I'm regret to inform you. He has the exact same gun as Slug. Like Snarl, at least it's unpainted, and you'll see that. But he at least got a different sword than Swoop had. Sludge gets the exact same gun that Slug did. To the point that now I don't even remember which one was which. I had them separated. I've been keeping them separated just for for whatever reason. And just doing that, now I've mixed them up again. Who cares? Anyway. Of course, before we get into serious transformation stuff, and you'll see some jumps here in these Dinobot videos because I'm going to do the intros in dinosaur mode first so I can do these comparisons a little easier than it would otherwise be possible. Also, he's got a couple little pegs up here that you can sit a Prime Master on, or a Titan Master on, can peg it up here on the top of his body. Articulation-wise, he's just got the legs. The legs back here, despite the fact that it looks like there's a joint there, it's just one solid piece on the leg, and his jaw opens up a little bit. So, dinosaur size comparisons. Oh, there we go. Let's get his legs in the proper position so he stands. We'll bring in Snarl since he's right here. We'll turn around. We'll bring in Grimlock. You can see he is a little small. I feel like Sludge should also be a Voyager when doing a set of Dinobots, but when they made him a combiner, they had to get them all in sizes that would work as limbs, which is a little sad. But and Grimlock has the character stature to be a larger figure, but it would have been nice if Sludge was also big. What are you guys doing all the way back here? Here is his mold mate, Slug. Bring in Swoop. Swoop back there a little bit. And then Slash can stand here in front. Or can she? There we go. So there are the Dinobots all together. And we'll go ahead and take him to robot mode. Now, I'll show off his leg modes. His arm modes, the lower half is exactly like Slug's. You just kind of fold this up, fold his legs down, plug the foot into the bottom. His leg mode, flip this up. There's a little tab here on his leg, much like Slug, where that will lock into place like that. His legs, you want to lift up, actually bend all the way around like this. And there's a little hexagonal port here on the leg that fits right in there. So you lift this up and then peg that right in there. I'll actually rotate it this way and then peg it right into there. He is hollow through the front. I don't know if you know, or through this side, I don't know if you noticed that. But peg that in right there. And then his head, the whole assembly flips down like this. It brings his robot mode head with it. You flip out the connector joint and then rotate his head around like that, so he's actually facing forward, and there's a peg down here. It should all peg together fairly securely. So he actually has a peaky knee. A lot of pictures show it just folded down like that, and you can do it like that. He actually has a peg hole under there you can peg something into, but it is supposed to rotate around like that. So he's kind of looking in foot mode, and again, you just attach the foot like that. And his limb mode, his arm mode is essentially the same thing, just that, and then flip the feet around and use the post at the bottom, just like on Slug. We had to continue on to robot mode. Again, go ahead and rotate his dino head like that, and then just bring it. There's a little panel here that lifts up. Lift it up this way, which reveals his head, and that can fold down onto his back. Just like that. You can leave it like this, but it sticks out a little further and a little bit more awkwardly, whereas here it kind of comes in and nestles up against his back, so it's entirely up to you. He came packaged like this. Bring his arms up. We'll actually lift them straight up for the time being. Go ahead and untab the tail. Make sure you unpeg it so it rotates out. Again, just like Slug, you want to bring this out to the side so his legs can rotate down and around. Again, it helps if you just pull these down to flip out the inner piece, just like on Slug. And then you can fold the tail into the body or into the leg there, and then lock this, fold this back up till it tabs together up here. It really is on this part. There's just a little notch right here that snaps into that slot for the rotational joint to lock the leg in place. Spin him around to the waist, and then you don't even need the prime armor to give him a belly. But take these panels. Again, you want to have the arms straight up so you have clearance to bring those around to the back. Bring his arms down here. Fold his dino head down onto his back. Flip out his fists. And then rotate his arms around at the bicep swivel, so they're facing the proper way. And there is Sludge with his bucket head in robot mode. And we'll go ahead and give him his gun. He also has the port there on the front of his chest. Nothing to hide it, unlike Darkwing or some of the other figures. Just plugs right in. And here are all the Dinobots together in robot mode. Just to show them off here. Let's see. Grimlock. We'll rearrange them here in a moment. Show off the new boys first. There we go. So there's the Dinobot team all together, and they look great. Now, I know there was talk of a red swoop with some of the initial pictures we saw. There was a red swoop. Maybe down the line he will show up somewhere. But these are mostly the cartoon color schemes with the blue swoop. I'm okay with it. I also see, like, with now with Slash added to the team, having a red swoop would make it a whole lot more coherent. But I'm okay with it. They look great together as the group of dinosaurs. Alright, so here we go. Let's take Snarl or Sludge here. And again, he's got a swivel head, ball joint shoulders, bicep swivel. He does have a waist swivel, ball joint hips, thigh swivel, and hinge knees, and the wings can be positioned a little forward or back depending on how you wish. I do wish they either angled or sat a little higher up, but that's where they are. And let's go ahead and take him into foot mode, since we're going to do the official combined Volcanicus here, and then we'll throw them all together in the Snarl video. But let's go ahead, at least give him back into his foot mode. So bring this up, lift this panel up, cover the head, and snap this whole thing forward. Actually, we're going to just snap it up. Go ahead and close this up, close these up, and then you can snap the whole head forward, and it will peg together there. Rotate his joint straight up, bring this down, rotate it around, peg it in, like this, and then peg it into the octagonal slot. Like that. Go ahead and transform these back to dinosaur mode. Again, make sure, again, it helps if you use the leg to start flipping these up all the way into there. This up. I'll rotate it around first. Rotate them at the waist. Yeah, see, this swivel joint has an issue where it likes to come off. It's just that one leg. Flip this around. Bring it together, snap it together. Put the leg down. Fold this up and about. And then snap these back into the little latching tabs. Go ahead and take the foot here, connect him to it. There is his foot mode. It looks like he's leaning forward a little bit, but it is actually straight connection there. And we'll go ahead and ominously here from above bring him down and attach him as a leg for Volcanicus. And then we'll say farewell until the Snarl video, which, don't worry, you're not going to have to wait long for it. And we will show off the whole combined mode there.